Hi guys, just wanted to do a quick video today. I thought good way of starting off the new year with a craft video. So really all I've got is just a quick share on how I've done some labels using the distress oxides and also some altered dominoes, which I will show in a minute. So first of all, the distress oxides. These are sheets of labels that I've had for quite a while, and I've been doing a lot of them for a long time, probably for about the last 12 months or so. And I'll try to see if I can find some, but just using dyes, paints, that one, hang on, I'll see if I can find it. So this is literally just paints. Then I've done a lot with dyes, Dylon dyes, all sorts of different ones. But I just thought then, because my kids were so lovely to give me loads of distress oxides and things for Christmas, so I've just decided to try it using those. So this is using the reinkers, that's it. The reinkers, and what I've done with this, I've obviously just gone straight, not used it, I haven't put it in a bottle, I have literally used it straight from here, squirted a few drops of different colours on, and then just used a little water spritzing bottle. And then this one I have dried. I think this one I did with my heat gun. And this one, but then I put them in then I was going to find the one that I've done in the oven. They do turn out a bit different. Oh, here it is. Right, this one is the one that I then did. I thought, oh, I can't, I'm waiting, it's taking me forever. So I did that one in the oven. Just put it on a very low temperature, like when you do tea dyeing paper. And so it comes out like that. Then if you spritz and just leave it overnight, this is how it's turned out, as opposed to it drying quicker like that. I really like this effect. And that the same with that was just left overnight. This one was different. I've used the ink pads direct, so I have just used a sponge, just using the ink pads, and I've just used a sponge and kind of done, I think, 3 different colours there on it, daubed on it with a sponge, and then spritzed, and then left that overnight, and that is how it's dried on its own. That again was spritzing with water using the re-inkers, and then spritzing with water. And that one was another one with sponges, and then direct from the ink pads, and then left to dry overnight. This one was with the ink pads, but I didn't really spritz that much, just very little bit, and then just left it. And then this one is not distress oxides, this is just a tea dyed one that I've then dried in the oven. So that's how I started, because I wanted to make lots up. I use them in all sorts of decorations. So this is a bigger label that I'd done. So, and then I've just stenciled over it. You can do the same with those. Stencil over it, use your pens, your markers, decorate it, stamp over it, all sorts. It's what I really enjoy doing. So I thought I'd do some of those, but then I also had my dominoes out that I've been trying to get to alter for a long time. So then I thought, well, the labels, excuse my inky fingers by the way, but obviously I've been in paint. So the labels were perfect. So these are just literally 2 of the labels that I did, and have literally stuck the label on and just inked the edges a little bit. That's all I did with those. So I thought they'd make quite a good either a base to decorate, or on the front of an album, you know, just using it as a tile. And I've used obviously the back side, so the front side. And I love these dominoes. I found them in a charity shop, and they are, well, you can see here, so they're just really cool. And I've just been wanting to use those. I've altered some just of the black dominoes before, but I wanted to use these. So those two are just done like that. This is one of the smaller labels, and again stuck on. Nothing else done with it yet. Again, the same with that one. It's just the label, and that could be the title of a journal, you know, all sorts of things. This I've then gessoed over, so if you want to put inks on it or the distress oxides on the top, then you would need to gesso it first, which is what I've done here. I did, with this one that I've started to now build up, I did actually gesso under that and then put distress oxides, but then I effectively got a bit carried away adding fibres and some bark, or things like this. So I was adding that, and so you can't really see it as much, but you certainly could then use the distress oxides on that as a base if you wanted to. That's just in the process of making. I'm not sure what else I'm adding to it yet, but I've just kind of got that far at the moment with it. Then this one, this is not obviously using anything apart from I think I used I used glossy accents for that one to glue that one down. I've just been trying different adhesives to see what would work with these particular dominoes, and on that I've used this mulberry. This was handmade paper string that I've then opened out and then glued onto there. So it's a handmade mulberry paper. So that is ready then to go further with and decorate. I haven't done anything else at the moment apart from cover it. That one we went through. This one I've just started to do as well. So I've got some net on it, some papers and some mulberry paper. What I did with that, I glued the base of mulberry paper on with Mod Podge this time, and then that gives me the base to build up other things on it. This is the last one at the moment. I'm just starting to build this up. So what I do, so it's kind of you're adding material and like a boho kind of a feel. I'm just trying to find a wire what that will do. So all I do is wrap, if I can find the end of the wire, there you go, wrap the wire. Let me just cut a piece off because that's round the domino. Actually no, I'm not going to use that one, I'm going to use from here, sorry. Right, okay, so I might get that colour out. This is another type of wire, and it stretches. So basically all I did with that was just wind it round, and I'll continue to kind of build it up. I'm not sure if I'll do the same thing with that one as I did with that one. I did think that I would use a wire and do the same thing. To make the frame, all I did was take a domino that I'd not been working on and then bent the wire around the domino, and then when you get to the top and you so twist it here, you then are able to tighten it. And I found that the thicker the wire, the better, really. This one is a multicolour one. It's really cool. This is just called craft wire, and I bought this in the range. You know, if you're in the UK, bought this in the range. I think it was a pack of wire, and there's quite a lot in the pack for £1. Yeah. Sorry. So that was the wire that I bought. I don't know if they still got it. I've got that before Christmas a few weeks ago, but that I've only had two pieces out of it. But that's how I would do that if I wanted to make it into a pendant. And then what I do is, so you have the base like this, and then what I do is wrap the thinner wire around it. So you could glue this with glossy accents. You could glue this on as well. I didn't. I just wanted to see how it would work without gluing it on, how firm it was, and it seemed to be firm as long as the wire's firm enough. And that's the start, and I want to still add some more little embellishments and beads to that. So you could, within this wire, like I've done with my boho beads, like I've done with these, I wanted to add, so like this one has, for instance, I wanted to add some beads. They're not seed beads, but seed beads are smaller than that, but some seed beads on, like this one has some seed beads on it. So that's what I would like to do on that one. So I'm going to keep building that one up. But anyway, that was just a quick share. I just wanted to show you. I hadn't really finished. I'm still working on all of them, but I just wanted to show you that straight away. Or just quickly, the last thing as well, that I have put the Distress Oxides on just to see, and left them on there from the re-inkers, just to see if it would. Of course, it's not going to necessarily hold because it's a shiny surface, but because I think it's in a way a hybrid ink, it does stain the surface a bit. So there is a bit of a difference between not done and done. So if you wanted to kind of age it, it does work. And I think if you did it in stages, you could get it a bit darker than that as well. Anyway, that is all there. The other thing is, I'm now on the Genevieve Designs design team, for those of you that don't know. So I will be doing projects for her very soon. I think my first project is going to be about the 3rd week in January, using her templates, and I'm really excited about that. Just really chuffed, because all the ladies in the team are just amazing. So I'm just really pleased that I've been chosen to do that, and I'm hoping that I can just produce some really, really cool projects. The first project I have got planned, I haven't videoed it yet, but I have got it planned, and I'm hoping, I really love it. I'm really excited. It's different, but I'm really excited and hoping that other people will like it too. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you have liked it, if you could give me a thumbs up, would be really cool, and subscribe. Thank you.